Okay, guys, I think I'm back. Can you see me or no? You got it? All right. Thank you. All right. Sorry, guys. I technical difficulties. I guess when I disconnected my phone one, it disconnected from both. You know me in technology. I'm not the best. So I was like still sitting here talking, thinking that I was live, and apparently I was not. Anywho, so what I was saying, yeah, the cost to repair the door, both chairs, because the airbags came out of the chairs, so those need to be replaced. All the side curtain airbags need to be replaced, plus the wheel. I'm sure the alignment might be screwed up too. Yes, sorry that I left, Tony. You'll get to know me. I'm not very tech savvy. I thought I was just leaving for this one so that we didn't have that echo, and it ended me completely. So hopefully people will find their way back. And Jen left me a message. I'm back. I have no idea what the thumbnail for this looks like, but whatever. I just did it fast. So I'm assuming it's going to be totaled because the value of my car is not very high. It's like maybe $5,000. And then we're going to probably get more for it because of the current market with cars, but it's still like, for this to happen in the middle of us trying to sell the house and oh, it's probably my banner. Yeah. Thanks, Danny. But and we still haven't talked to the adjuster. I have to call him today because it's been well over 48 hours since it happened, and we were supposed to hear from him within 48 hours. So I had to add that to my to-do list. Plus, I was busting my butt so hard getting this place ready because my realtor had somebody that is relocating from out of state who is currently here that wanted to come see our house before we put it on the market. So the plan was that he was going to come on Tuesday. So that's why I was busting my butt so hard trying to get the house all prepared. Yes, Chuck, I'm back. Yes, Jerusha, sorry. You guys know I'm not tech savvy. I was just trying to get rid of the echo, and apparently it ended the whole thing. I removed myself from like the bar at the bottom, and I muted it, and I was still getting the echo. I don't know. Hey, Chef, thank you so much for coming in. I was, just to catch you up, I already took video of my car. My car got totaled on Monday in the midst of me getting my house ready to sell. So it's been a crazy, mad, crazy week. But everybody is okay. Mike has like road rash on his inner arm from the airbag that was in the seat. Like his arm was up, and so when it came out, it like smacked his arm. But that's the only thing that he has, which I'm so grateful for. But now we only have one working car, and I'm at home with 3 kids during the day with no functional car. And to try to buy a car right now, I just can't even. I can't even. And this is like, my car is the first big purchase that I made, like when I became an adult. I got my job in November. In February, I bought my car. And in March, I bought my dog. Like, I had like all these like big life events when I first, right after I graduated college. And so that car is my first major purchase. And now she did. So that's Homestead Aquarius. Thank you for coming in. But yeah, it was a lot to take in. I've never had a car totaled, so that's kind of a new thing for me. And we just paid. So we're trying to like plan how to like transfer all of our insurance and everything down to Tennessee. And I don't want to change over our license plates and our driver's license and things like that because we don't own property in Tennessee. And I don't want to register everything to my dad's house and then like a month or two later have to repay and re-register everything at our home. So I was talking to my insurance agent before all this happened, and I was like, I'm just going to keep you guys and we'll just pay it now because they're actually due in July, but July is like when we're moving and baptizing this kid and like all sorts of stuff. I'm like, let's just pay it now. So I had her pay it like on Friday last week. And then on Monday, I called her and I was like, well, it hasn't hit my bank account yet, but you can take it off insurance because it's a goner. Pretty much figure it's going to be cheaper down here for a car. Where are you located? Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. I'm not familiar. I'm sorry. It will all work out. And like we have a couple of options, like Mike's grandmother recently passed away and she had like an old Grand Marquis that we could use like around town if I needed to take somebody somewhere or make an appointment, but then it needs like a ton of work. And I was like, and then if we put a bunch of work into it to make it safe for us to drive, then we have to register it under our names in Illinois. And then a month later or a couple months later, when we find our place in Tennessee, we'd have to re-register it. And we have like another friend who has another car that's just been kind of like sitting in their driveway, but we're like, but they're both over 10 years old. And we're like, why would we dump a bunch of money in an older car and have to register it up here just to register it again down there and possibly fix it up? Because like, even though we were using our Santa Fe as like our daily driver, and it is 12 years old and has quite a bit of miles on it and stuff like that, it still is a 12-year-old car, and it has funny ticks and things like that, like any other old car. But honestly, it's probably better that it gets totaled and we get a new car, because I feel like it's just a matter of time before it doesn't work anyway. And so now at least we're going to get something for this car, being the market that it is. Like, instead of it being only worth $5,000, we might get more for it because of the current car market. We'll get more money for the car. It'll be valued more. And then we'll get probably a truck in Tennessee when we get down there. So you live in Memphis. That's awesome. I did not know that. Yes, I am sure we are going to love Tennessee as well. I can't wait to get down there. I hope so. It is not a major city. That is one of the reasons why we're moving there. And yes, it gets hectic. And especially like with him, I got to take him to the doctor like every 2 months to get his checkups and shots and things like that. And then God forbid something happens, like I just can't get them anywhere. Yeah, we could. I'm always up for a road trip. The kid's not. But, really? I didn't know that, Homestead Aquarius. That's awesome. Always multitasking, aren't we? I totally understand. Thank you so much for being here anyway. Absolutely, Danny. So yeah, that is how we started our week. And then, like just showing the house and keeping the house clean once I get it clean. With toddlers, that's like a whole nother thing. Yeah, it happens. I totally understand. No worries. That happens to all of us. Exactly. But when you're trying to sell a house, they're not very forgiving. So I dropped the StreamYard link there. If anyone would like to come on up. Always gardening and prepping. I apologize. I don't think I know your name. Hey, girl.
Hey, I know this
Look at
is
you with your earphones on.
well. My kids are watching the Lucy show, so I couldn't hear it if I had like just the computer going.
Right. My kids are outside. I can just hear them screaming in the background.
Yeah, I know it's not real cute, but sorry.
Yeah, I don't care.
So I'm doing the mod thing for you, trying to.
Well, I do appreciate you. I do. So
So
you're in Alabama. Where in Alabama are you? Because I know that Chuck is in Mississippi, but he's in southern Mississippi. So that's like,
right, I'm closer to. I would be in like western central, but it's kind of above the central part of Alabama. So, but I don't know. Okay, so like it's over here. Okay, so I'm like 30 miles away from Tuscaloosa, where University of Alabama is.
okay,
Yeah,
cool. That's
way out in the
awesome.
country.
All right, let's see here.
Can you hear me
Yes,
okay
Teresa.
with
Yeah,
this on? Okay, cool.
yeah.
I've never used it for a live before, so I didn't know. Looks kind of goofy.
Yeah, baby.
Are we really, Robert?
Well, a big strawberry is red.
There's a bunch of really big strawberries. You want them?
Well, sure.
Well, yeah, mommy will have to come and pick those off for you because they're too high for you. Oh, look at that. You got
Yeah, that's what I said. We're really like I didn't realize that.
cool.
Cool.
Right, well, Mommy will get the strawberry.
I'll get the strawberries for you guys. Just play around for a little bit and we'll eat those before lunch, okay?
And my stepsister just recently moved from Houston to Tennessee, so I'll be needing to go that way anyway.
Where
My-
at? Do you know?
Near the Chattanooga area.
Yeah. Because like we're gonna be right in between like the triangle of like Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga. We're kind of like right in the middle.
Yeah, so that's not too far. Like
Yeah.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
So, and my dad and my stepmom and that half of the family, they live at the top left corner of like it's less than an hour away from Chattanooga of Georgia, the top left corner. Georgia.
Yeah.
So, in like
That
the
was one
brain.
cool thing about Tennessee. You're so like it's such like a thin state. You have so many boundary states that you can get to.
Yes.
That and it's beautiful.
Like you can be from Alabama to Georgia to Tennessee in like an hour.
Exactly.
Like you can change
and then
3
the
states.
ocean too. And yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. Hey, Heatherland. Thanks for coming in.
I think you'll like it in the South.
Yeah. I mean, we have definitely loved it visiting and stuff like that. And we are so ready to get out of Chicago. It's not even funny. Like it just so getting the trailer, that was just like something that we just had to do, but it just like stung so bad that we had to register it in Illinois just to have it here for a couple months to then re-register. And then you don't even have to register it in Tennessee.
Every time I hear about Chicago, I'm like, the Bears, the Bulls. That's what I think of every time.
The Bears. Yeah, my basement I have a big fat head in my basement that I have to take down to sell my house. I'm hoping I can take it down and put it on like wax paper to transfer it with me. My dad is such a terrible Bears fan, and like, don't get me wrong. So I'm a big football person. And the Bears have sucked for a really long time. It's really hard to be a Bears fan because our coaching staff, our management, all freaking suck. We get really talented kids and then we get rid of them. We don't know how to train them. It's really hard to be a Bears fan. And my dad has like been a Titans fan for like the past year because he's just given up on the Bears. And I'm like, what kind of a fan are you? You've
Yeah,
been a
I'm a
Bears
terrible
fan. You're
fan. I've been an
6
Alabama fan my whole life, and then whenever I found Eric and his family, they were like, "You can't sit at the dinner table if you're an Alabama
What are
fan." So
what are
they
they?
they will try being a Florida Gators fan in Alabama, so close to the university. You have to
Oh,
worry about
yeah.
getting shot if you wear that T-shirt into Tuscaloosa, you know, because they're serious. But
Yeah, Chicago gets a bad rap. It's actually a really cool, it's a cool place to visit. Chicago has excellent food. Like that is the one thing I'm going to miss about living in Chicago. We have such good food here, such great restaurants. The architecture is really cool. Just don't live here. Don't pay Illinois anything. Stay away from Chicago politics. It's just flat land everywhere.
Well, like when you think of Chicago, well, I don't know about anybody else, but when I think of Chicago, I'm thinking like, high crime and, you know, like gangs and city life and stuff like that. Like when you
Right.
think of Chicago, you just think,
And
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there is some truth to that. And like we work down at the university in the city. And where our hospital is, they call it the Illinois Medical District because there's 3 hospitals right in a row, and like one's for trauma, one's for burn, one's for bioterrorism, one's, like there's a hospital for everything. And that's where I work. And crime happens in our parking lot. And we get like these bulletins from our university.
Yeah.
And there's all these like lights in our parking garage, like emergency lights and stuff like that. So I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. And I've worked there for 12 years and I've never had any issues or anything like that, but it does happen.
Well, I think it's the same with all the big cities or
It
where like
is.
the drug epidemics and things like that are really going on big
Yeah.
time. See, Robert understands at Homestead Aquarius. He says, "Oh, Danny is a Gators fan in Tide Country because he knows, they get serious about their Alabama football down here. Like most all the time when it's Alabama Auburn game day, they're rivals. They're
Yeah.
both from Alabama. Universities from Alabama.
Couple of strawberries.
You can eat all the strawberries, baby, but you got to wait until I'm off the phone, okay? Off the computer, whatever.
He's like, that's not a phone.
So really, you don't, Titans are not any better, really? I don't.
Yeah, and Homestead Aquarius says that's worse than Auburn, like Florida Gators. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Alabama and Auburn are rivals, and because they're both universities from Alabama. So, anywho, so when you come in with a Florida Gators shirt and you're like, "Yeah, go Gators," people are like, "What's wrong with this person?" But I don't
Yeah.
really care. If you ask me, football is soccer. I don't understand why it's even called football. You don't even touch
Right.
it with your feet.
Yeah. Mike, my husband, is a soccer player. Like he went to Germany in high school and stuff like that to the World Cup. So we watch a lot of soccer in this house. I never watched soccer before I met Mike. But yeah. And Mike is a Chiefs fan. Or I guess, I'm sorry, they're not the Chiefs anymore. But we have, before they, or not Chiefs, I'm sorry, Redskins. He's a Redskins fan, but they're not Redskins anymore, which Mike will never not call them the Redskins. And we went and bought a bunch of Redskins apparel before they changed the name to
Right?
I think they're the Warriors now or something.
Yeah, and one day that stuff will be invaluable.
So
Like,
the hitch cover on our van is like the Redskins and things like that. So yeah, he's a Redskins fan, and I'm like, how are you a Redskins fan? They don't have any family on the East Coast. Like, there's no reason for him to be a Redskins fan. He's a Redskins fan because when he was a child, his mom, he's the oldest of 3 boys, and his mom made him a Redskin and his brother a New York Giant for Halloween. And so now his middle brother's a Giants fan and he's a Redskins fan. And then his youngest brother's a Bears fan.
Well, growing up, everybody was an Alabama fan in my family, except for my great aunt Gail, Emma Gale, who I named my daughter after. And she's
Aw.
passed now, but she was an Auburn fan. And so every time come November, probably on my birthday or right around that time, there would be an Alabama Auburn game, and we would all be picking on her, like, here it comes. We're about to. And Alabama is a good team. They're like most of the time undefeated, but that's kind of why I switched over
I
to.
don't watch. I can't
'cause-
get into the college ball thing. I don't
Yeah,
have time for that.
Well, they win like every game. So it gets to
Yeah.
a point where it's like, what's the point in this? Okay, let's watch Alabama run these folks in the ground. I mean, because it's not even fun to watch anymore because you know what's going to happen. Like they're going to win. Like
Oh.
so. But so I always take up for the underdog though. So that's how I kind of ended up. But I don't really follow football all that much. I just wear the gear because I think it's hilarious watching people like, how could she wear that shirt? It's like,
Disgusted in
like
you.
they're just appalled and by it. So I'm like, I get a hoot out of it. I feel like
So
a
Tony,
space alien
what's
with this
good?
thing on.
What food is good down in the South? Tell me about it.
I want to
We got really great food up here. I do have to say. I can't imagine going and finding sushi in Tennessee. I just don't think that's going to be a thing.
We got some good sushi joints. We have the Rock and Roll sushi place. It's pretty cool. It's like themed, all rock and roll and everything. And then it's all sushi.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna just
I'm sure
pay.
that-
We have Hokkaido and Kobe and things like that here, but not here. You have to drive 30
You
minutes.
have to travel. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure they're few and far between. If you really want to find something, you could probably find it.
But they're just going to charge you out the wazoo for it, for Japanese
Exactly.
or things like that.
Places around here are like a dime a dozen. You could go anywhere and find a million restaurants here.
He said, all the food. he said barbecue is awesome in the South. I'm not so much barbecue.
I don't like
lot.
wet barbecue. I like dry barbecue. I'm not a barbecue sauce person.
I'm weird. When I get pulled pork, like I'll put ranch on it. I don't even eat barbecue sauce. I'll probably lose some subs here, but
Yeah. that is kind of weird, Danny. I don't know.
I'm not a big pork eater though. I'm not.
So you would probably like coleslaw on your pulled pork, right?
No. I don't even like coleslaw. No, look, I don't know. I'm not a big pork fan. Like all of my hot dogs and stuff, I get beef dogs. I don't even get pork hot dogs. Like I get beef dogs.
That's what I'm saying, Jen. That's weird.
Yeah, ranch. Chuck said I'm dead to him now.
Me now.
Hey Nick. Do you hate me, Nick, because I don't like barbecue sauce? And see, that's no
one hates you for not liking barbecue sauce. They hate you for putting ranch on your pulled pork.
Well, I mean, like my old man, he'll get a plain hamburger, nothing on it, and he'll put barbecue sauce all over it. He loves barbecue sauce, and me not so much. And seeing the chef down there, he's like,
yeah.
But that's what I do. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of pork, period. So.
Oh my God, pork is like one of my favorite meats.
It's like, really?
Can't wait to get my own pigs. I just eat all the pork. All the pork.
I'm just gonna have to get quail or rabbits or something. I don't know.
You don't like bacon or ham or pork chops?
I mean, I will cook them for my family, but I could go my whole life without eating pork and be okay.
Ooh.
I'm not from Florida. I'm from Alabama.
Her in-laws are.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have converted him.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't knock it until you try it. It's actually pretty good. And the barbecue sauce, that the barbecue joint that I get my pulled pork, like if I order pulled pork, the ranch is so good, and the barbecue sauce is like orange. It doesn't look like barbecue sauce. It looks
I don't like barbecue sauce. And you know what? I don't even like I'm not a big fan of pulled pork myself. That's not my favorite way to eat pork at
see, I'm
all.
not the only one.
But I would take smoked meat.
He said smoked brisket or chicken over pulled pork. Thank you.
Yep. Me too. I don't smoke it. That is the way to go for me. I like all the dry things. What?
Lordy, these younger
You're a sauce
folks. He
you're a
said.
sauce lover, huh? I just
And a
don't like
pork lover, probably. He's like, what is
stuff.
wrong with these kids?
Yeah, that's me too, chef.
No, I could probably live off of fish and chicken and be okay. I could probably live off dairy and potatoes and be okay, but that's not really
Right.
good for you.
No.
Like if I could just, I could probably live off pastas and dairy and carbs.
Hold up. What?
I'm a tofu kind of girl, she says.
No, thank you. I'm a texture person.
It's
and
a texture
tofu is
thing. Yeah, I
not
was just
my
about to say
texture.
that. I don't know.
I was gonna try to make my own Montreal steak seasoning.
I could see you eating tofu while you're kayaking. That's great.
Yeah, I can't do the tofu thing. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, the kids love it because it's full of sugar.
I mean, and that's how I am. I'm like you. I don't do much. I'll do dry seasonings. I don't really do much of the like marinating something like real deep. Like my stepdad, if he smokes anything or anything like that, he's covering it in barbecue sauce. I mean, that might be why I'm kind of leery of, because I come up eating that, having to eat that a lot. Things like sloppy joes and stuff that was just caked in barbecue sauce in the smoker. So
Yeah.
now as an adult, I'm like, I'll pass.
Do you put Sweet Baby Ray's on your
Sweet
tofu?
Baby Ray's is like crack.
Put that on your tofu?
Oh, look, that's the only kind of barbecue sauce we have in this house is Sweet Baby Ray's. Can y'all hear this in the background? The TV?
We can hear your TV, but it's not too loud.
Turn it down just a little bit.
No, they're fine.
Well, I can hear it over my noise canceling headphones, so I figure y'all can hear it.
Okay, so Nick, about that. So we had some leftover chicken, and I was like, we'll make a chicken pizza. I make homemade pizzas like once a week. And I'm like, I'll make a chicken pizza. And I ran out of pizza sauce. So I had to make a new pizza sauce. And I was like, well, why don't we make like a barbecue chicken pizza? And I was like, okay. And he's like, you use the barbecue sauce instead of pizza sauce. And I was like, that sounds disgusting. Just putting barbecue sauce instead of some kind of pizza sauce? Is that really like what a barbecue pizza is made out of? It's just barbecue sauce and chicken and cheese? Is that really a barbecue chicken pizza? Because that's not what I did, because I thought that sounded extremely disgusting. So I did my homemade pizza sauce, put the chicken on, and then I sprinkled just a little bit of barbecue sauce on it, like just a little dab here and there. And that was really good. But I would never eat a pizza that the sauce was barbecue sauce. That is just, whoa, way too much for me. You're funny. You make homemade barbecue sauce. I tried to make homemade barbecue sauce I actually made homemade ketchup, and it just didn't taste like ketchup. It just kind of tasted like a seasoned tomato sauce. So then I tried to change it to a barbecue sauce, and it just tasted more like more flavored tomato sauce. I didn't think I made a very good barbecue sauce, but whatever. Beef more than pork.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Barbecue pizza is the bomb.
Beef is greater than pork. Is how I would read that. I'm just saying. Sorry. This is your live. You're the boss here.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Drunken
up.
Chef says, my daughter and I did a live on National Pizza Day, and someone suggested for us to do a barbecue pizza sauce pizza. Now I have to do it. Yeah, barbecue pizza is a thing here. And it's actually pretty good. For a person who doesn't like pork that much, it's actually pretty good. Or barbecue. So, and I would say it's pretty good. So that's saying a lot.
And you just replace they just replaced the pizza
tomato
sauce
with barbecue.
barbecue
And
sauce. That seems like way too much to me.
It's not a lot though. It's not. I don't know. It just depends on where you get it, I guess. I'm a spinach person.
Oh
I
man,
like spinach
now
pizza.
you're pushing it, Jen. Now you're pushing it.
What?
She said she was gonna make a tofu pizza. With
Yeah, I saw. I was just like, that doesn't even sound. There's so many things
It sounds
wrong
so
with that
nasty.
statement. Like,
You gotta use red onions.
sober, Jen, you would eat that? Like,
With barbecue sauce on a pizza crust. Huh.
okay, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, just putting like the sparingly putting on the barbecue sauce.
That might be what it
tasted
is.
good.
It might be chicken on a barbecue pizza. That might be why I like it.
Yeah, it is chicken.
That's what. That makes sense.
That's why you like it, probably, right? Yeah.
Robert said we ain't right. Okay, Danny, what would you put on your barbecue pizza toppings wise? What barbecue sauce? I don't know. If I was gonna eat barbecue sauce, I'd eat Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, that's what we eat too. When we eat it.
Every once in a while, I'll get a hankering for it, but not really. Not like my old man likes it. He pours it all over. He's got an
Our
addiction for
go-to
barbecue
pizza is
sauce.
just a sausage pizza. That's the easiest thing for us to make.
Like when I cook, I cook more garlicky. I'll cook with the Montreal or the garlic and herb, or even
Thanks for
lemon
stopping
pepper.
by, Nick. I appreciate it.
Aw, I should really go as well because I've got like a kitchen full of dishes to do, and that's just one day of dishes that I didn't do dishes, and it's like piling up. So
I never had Head Country barbecue sauce. Never heard of it.
and toppings, I don't know. Maybe chopped onions.
I
I
love
don't
a
know.
garbage pizza, but I don't make that because no one in my house would eat it. Like onions and peppers and.
He's talking about on the barbecue pizza. I don't know, just chicken and barbecue sauce. I don't know. I guess anything else would be maybe onions. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh,
What would you
okay.
put? He said, "What would you put on it, bare bones?"
On a barbecue pizza?
Yeah.
Just I don't really like barbecue pizza. So, but I did like the pizza that I made, and I used my pizza sauce, my like tomato pizza sauce. I put the chicken, and then I put just mozzarella on it, and that was with just a little bit of the barbecue sauce on it, and that was good.
Blessed.
But I usually only get to eat my my garbage pizza if we order out or something like that, because or if we make like individual ones, but just to like chop up all that peppers and onions and mushrooms and stuff like that for one pizza, I'm the only one that would eat it. But we eat pizza a lot.
Yeah, Chuck. Bessemer is one of those places that's becoming a not so great place to be because of the epidemic.
Oh, okay. It's a local barbecue sauce burger.
Garbage pizza.
Yeah.
What? So some people think that that putting pineapple on pizza is like a sin. You know, Hawaiian style pizza with Canadian bacon and pineapple.
It's not my favorite, but I've had it.
I mean, it's like setting yourself up for ultimate failure if you have acid reflux. Between the tomato sauce and the pineapple,
Right.
it's like,
Yeah, do you not know what garbage pizza is? That's just like,
I do not.
okay. That's what I call it. It's like when you have basically the kitchen sink on it. It's like sausage, peppers, onions, mushrooms, olives. I don't do the olives, but like a supreme pizza, I guess is
Okay.
what a lot of people call
That's
it.
what Eric likes, is the ones with all of it. Robert is close to me. He knows about it. He said Dreamland Barbecue is out there by me. That's weird. Are you stalking me?
Hey, Devin, welcome. We're talking pizza.
Hey, Devin. I don't know how we got on this, but I know what it was. She was talking about moving to the South, and then we got talking about food in the South that we never got to talk about, really, because I haven't heard anything that we've talked about that's really. We started talking about sushi, then we got on pizza. I would say that most everything that's good here is going to be bad for you. Like all the fried foods, like fried squash, fried okra.
Yeah, we don't eat a whole lot of fried food up here.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Hey, don't play with glasses, please. Thank you. Yeah, I would think that putting pineapple on your pizza too might make it wetter, right? So it would probably need like a really hot oven to cook your crust.
I'll tell
fast
you what,
enough
it'll
so
make
that it
you
wouldn't
a
get
fire
soggy, right?
it'll make you a fire breathing dragon. Because it burns. It'll give you the ulcers in your esophagus. No,
Pizza is a great topic.
no.
Well, and then there's always the debate about who makes the best pizza, Chicago style pizza or New York style pizza, or,
We have a Chicago pizza here. It's called Chicago Pizza. But every
Oh,
time I
yeah?
go there, I get a salad. So, because not many people have boiled eggs on their salad bars. So, and that's another confrontational topic. That is where I'll eat ham now. I'll eat the little deli ham
Mm-hmm.
that goes in but I like my salad more like a sub. I like ham and cheese and, well, you don't put egg on a sub, I don't guess, but I like boiled eggs in my salad. So
Oh, so do I. Yes. Oh, yes, dietary challenges. Yeah, that's hard. But I do cook about 95% of our meals as well. I'm
So I
lucky that we
didn't-
don't have any allergies or any kind of sensitivities. I'm so glad that we don't have that issue. But
I didn't know you had a son, Devin. See, that's why I need to get you on my live so I can interview you and find out all of the things.
oh, look at that angry face. Look at that angry face. Whoa. Oh, that's a better face. Hi. Hi.
Watch this, baby.
Oh, you got a smile. Did you see it?
He's like, I don't know. It's like a half smile. What's wrong with this lady? She looks like a space alien. What is on her head?
Come on up,
Okay.
Devin. Anyone's welcome.
Yeah, why don't you come on up right here?
New York pizza is too skinny for me.
Drop the link again. Maybe he will. Will
I
you come
did.
over? Oh, okay.
I just did.
Okay, cool. I
like thin crust, but I don't know if my Chicago thin crust is technically like New York pizza.
It's like
Yeah, right.
midday, and I haven't done anything with my life except for feed the animals and because it's about time to feed him again. And I've done absolutely nothing but be on YouTube. What a loser.
All morning.
All morning. I literally haven't done anything but take out the dogs and feed everybody.
Yeah.
But if my old man gets home and those dishes are still sitting there where they were when he left, I might be in trouble.
Hey, sometimes you get those days, right? You
Yeah,
just need
no.
like a break. You're
Well,
sweaty. What have you guys been doing out there?
Seeing as how the dishes are, most of them are from yesterday. Yeah, you might get one day, but you're not gonna get two.
Oh yeah.
We've been running around chasing the dog.
Awesome.
You would cry.
Digging for
Why would you cry?
all
Oh, the
day.
tofu pizza with ranch. Yeah. That's something.
Around.
That doesn't even
Go
sound
back
good.
outside.
You can go back outside if you want to. Give me that.
What is that?
It's a remote. You don't just play with remotes, kid.
Kind of remote
It's for my camera.
camera.
Yeah.
Why are you doing stranded?
What am I doing stranded? What?
Why
Did we just have some pizza the other day?
Uh,
Some chicken pizza? Was it good?
no.
Oh, yeah. So Hunter just recently, he loves pizza. And then all of a sudden he goes, I don't want the cheese. And I'm like, well, then you don't want pizza. Pizza's not pizza unless it's got some cheese on it, kid. You just want some bread.
Can't
Some
have
bread and
pizza without
sauce.
cheese. I have a
Jen's
weakness
going to teach us something here.
for
apparently.
cheese. I love all kinds of cheese.
Mhm. I love cheese. No, he loves cheese. It's melted cheese. Every time we make something, I'm like, do you want me to put cheese on it? Is it going to melt? Yes,
Right.
it's warm. If I put it on there, it's going to melt. Then I don't want it.
But
Hey, hey.
Hey, look
Got
at
him.
that.
Hey,
We got him.
That's
the
awesome.
guy.
This is like the
This is-
first. Is there echo? Am I okay?
No, there's no echo.
This is
Okay.
Devin from Our New
That's
Land.
Devin. Hi.
This is my first pop up to ever hop on.
Awesome. I'm honored.
What's going on with
Welcome.
my hair here?
You look great. You look great.
Thanks. I
We
try.
don't have makeup on either. It's okay.
Whatever. You guys always look great.
So what are you up to today?
I'm actually working at home. I'm really wanting to get outside, but I can't right now. So it's been a very busy day.
Yeah.
Has it been rainy for you two?
I'm sorry, what?
Has it been rainy for you two?
Yeah, you know, whatever. But I think today's the most work I've done inside, I mean, in months. So it's just been really crazy. Am I echoing to you? Okay. Bueno. Sounds like
No, we don't hear an echo.
all right, good.
You're good.
So yes,
So-
I do have a son and daughter. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
How old are your kids?
I messed this up the other day. My son is 14 now, and my daughter is
11? Is that what you said? Okay.
My daughter is 11 as well.
just a great, fun age for sure.
Yeah,
She's a
I've got
pistol.
giant children. They're like Amazonian children.
I know the folks
Seriously, like up next
up
next to the kids that's their age, they're like I don't know what the deal is. We gave them too many McDonald's chicken nuggets when they were kids or something.
See, we're just the opposite. My daughter's like at 15 percentile, and my son is finally catching up to 50%.
I do hear an echo now that you say
Sorry,
it.
I don't know how to fix that.
Well, if you have YouTube open in another tab, you can mute it or close it out.
Oh yeah, you probably still have your YouTube app open.
That was it.
Just mute it. You can just mute it and then that echo will go away.
Oh, see, I'm learning. You guys are teaching me.
We had to be taught as well. You're talking to two people that had to be taught a lot.
For sure. These are the gals who screwed the pooch, so to speak, on their giveaway. Man, I was like, I felt for you too, because then when I started my giveaway, I was like, I get what she means. This is like,
Oh, Homestead Aquarius, this is Devin from Our New Land that's on screen.
I said
and then-
that, didn't I?
And then Danny from Danny Days Homestead. Yeah, once you get multiple people up, I don't know why it doesn't show.
Man,
Maybe,
that
yeah,
glare.
when you
Oh,
take
there.
it down.
If I take that away, there you go. Now it does show.
Fancy.
See, I'm still learning, guys. I'm still
Fancy.
learning.
What I don't know is how to change the color of those, because I've seen people using StreamYard.
I
that
think if you pay for it, you can change it.
Oh, well, that's not
And
gonna happen.
you know, I'm not doing it. I'm like the most frugal person in the world.
Well, blue's my favorite color anyway, so we'll just leave it like it is.
Oh, there you go.
Amanda, what's the latest with the move?
So there's a lot going on with that, but I'm going to save that for next week because there's a lot going on. That's a whole nother conversation. I'd be on here for a lot longer.
Yeah, someone had asked you if you were going to be going to Tennessee before you moved there. Like, I guess to prepare the place that you're going to or something.
Yeah. So the plan was that my dad and Mike were going to go down this weekend and get the keys. And then the people that we bought the house from, or that my dad bought the house from, it was their like vacation home. And so those were everything there was like a second kitchen set, you know, a second, all their furniture they left basically. They didn't want because they don't have any place to put it all. So they left everything there, which is going to be nice for us because then when we move down there, we won't have to like hurry up and unload the bed so we have someplace to sleep, like kind of a deal. Like we'll get rid of all that stuff, but it's not something we have to do like first thing when we get there. And then we're going to go down. We're moving my dad basically down the 4th of July. What are you giggling about?
Your baby.
Oh yeah, he's got that like heavy head thing.
Yeah.
Where he just, like thrashes around all of a sudden. He's actually got the smallest head of all my boys. My boys got noggins. So then we're moving my dad down the 4th of July, and that's when we're kind of, I'm going to start to, I got to get like Hunter's school papers changed over to Tennessee. At that point, I think we're going to open a P.O. box. We're going to open a bank account and kind of start to establish things at that point. And then we're moving the last week of July. So I'm not going to see the house until the 4th of July, but it'll be before I actually move. So that'll be nice. We can start.
Well, just remember that you're moving to Tennessee at the hottest part of the summer. So it won't be that miserable for the whole time.
Well, I mean, Chicago gets really hot and we're really humid here.
That's the main thing.
I'm not really worried about the heat. I actually think it'll be less humid in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure. But
Are you going to be living like in a little town or outside?
so my dad lives in, his address is from a town, but he's like on a lake. And then I don't know where we're going to live yet. I mean, we're going to live with him in the meantime, but it's in a town, and like the elementary school that I have to take Hunter to will be, 5 minutes down the road and things like that. So yes, technically it's in the town and everything.
Yeah, about 5 minutes away. So that, yeah, it's going to be hotter than hell and humid, but you're just going to be going from your house to the car to wherever you need to. And then anytime else, it's just if you want to be outside. When I lived in New York, I mean, I didn't own a car. I had to walk everywhere. So it was, I had no choice but to be out in the heat and, ruining my shirts and everything. So it's, even though it's hotter here in Texas, it felt hotter up there because I had no choice, but I was out in it all the time, if that makes sense.
Thanks for breaking the streak of pretty women on the panel.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
really
thank you.
moving the bar lower here. Sorry, everybody.
Whatever.
Diversity.
You're a pretty man. Don't let
Whatever.
people lie about it.
Right. Thank you, though. I'll take that.
You're welcome.
My brother's the pretty one, though. I got, I don't know what I got. He got the looks and the height and everything else. So.
Well, it's a
Oh,
matter
well.
of perspective, I guess. Everybody has their own opinion.
Well, thank you. That's great. But Tennessee's awesome. That was high on my list of places that I'd like to move to.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is humid for sure. So it's a good thing you're already acclimated to the humidity, because that was my biggest thing moving from out west to here, was the fact that, you feel like you're breathing in a moisture bag or something.
Oh yeah. No, our humidity is always very high here.
It's like
so.
when you have an anxiety attack when you breathe in a paper bag, except for you're breathing in like a water-filled
the
balloon
open
or
air.
something. It's like, I think I'm drowning and I'm just trying to breathe air.
You could cut the air with a knife.
Yeah.
How in those
pretty rough.
days when there's just no breeze and it's just gross.
Still and just clammy. It gets bad. But we don't want to get you too excited.
Summer's only a few months.
I would say that the thing that I'm going to have to get used to in Tennessee is definitely going to be the different bugs and different more snakes and
Oh,
the
yeah.
ticks. We've gone to visit multiple times to Tennessee in the past 5 years. And the first time we went, Mike got a tick right like on his pant line. And I'm like, of course.
Ticks and mosquitoes and all the great things.
Actually, every time we've gone to Tennessee, the mosquitoes where we have gone are like non-existent. I used to not be able to go out in my backyard here in Chicago.
Well, I know here right now the thing is the deer flies. Like, you can't go outside and you can't just swat them. You have to smack them.
Is a deer fly though big flies or are they small
Yes,
flies?
they're like really big flies that when they
Because
bite
we have
you,
horse flies and those things are like this freaking big.
and
they bite.
Yeah, I guess horsefly. We call them deer flies. I don't know.
Okay, same difference. Okay,
Same
cool.
difference. When it stings you or bites you or whatever, it leaves your blood
Yeah, it
is
hurts.
dripping down. Like,
It
it's a big enough gaping hole for you to be bleeding out your leg or arm whenever they
Yeah,
get you.
exactly.
It hurts.
That sounds
And it's
cool.
annoying. Like, I'm trying to take the trash down or go check the mail or just be out in the garden, and it's like that's not a cute vlogging video when you're like, oh God. But anywho.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Devin, I'm gonna email you, and if you're serious about being interviewed, I do want to do that. I want to have you up on my live. Not
Yeah,
this
great.
Tuesday, not next Tuesday, but the next Tuesday.
Why not?
She'll pencil you in. She's real popular. She'll make a slot for you.
No, it sounds good, guys. Well, thanks for having me on.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
thank
I
you guys
wasn't
so much
saying
for
that you
coming
had to
up.
leave. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, I'll hop. You guys, yeah. Once again, I'm bringing down the I'm bringing down the bar on what people are looking at here.
Oh,
So
no.
thank you very much, guys.
What?
Thank you so much for coming up, you guys. I think I gotta make lunch for the kids and stuff.
I've got to wash these dishes. Like, I can't put it off any longer.
You get in that kitchen, lady.
I've got to, yeah, get to the kitchen.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
coming up.
much.
Bye
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day, everyone.
Amanda, thank you for having me up.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming up. Thanks for calling me and letting me know I was not on live anymore. I was just sitting here.
You sure did. You were
And then
like,
I saw
no.
you call, and I was like, ah, crap. That means I've done something.
Y'all, I said, are you coming back up? She said, I never knew I was down. I'm still talking.
I'm still blah, 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 because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Whatever.
She said, delete this video. It's evidence. What does that even
Evidence
mean?
of what?
You've got to explain yourself, Jen.
Evidence of what? Evidence. We're waiting to hear your explanation, Jennifer.
not doing dishes. Oh,
Oh, probably the dishes. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
there. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming in. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys next week and catch you up on all the big things that are other big things that have been going on. All right. Have a good day, everyone.
okay.
Bye.